What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Poolside Chat. I've got another match from back in May when I played a gentleman by the name of Wyatt, and I totally forgot about this match. I was digging through my archives trying to find what kind of match did I want to play for you guys, and I haven't done a USAPL 8 ball in a while. And then I remembered this was actually played on Wyatt's birthday. Yes, he came into Pool League. Yes, he might have had one too many whiskeys, but you know what? It's still a great match. We had a heck of a good time. So you know what? Happy birthday. Happy very belated birthday, Wyatt. But at the same time, let's get in some USAPL. All right. So as you can see right here, I'll be honest, this was back in middle of May. I don't exactly remember what our Fargos were, so I went off of roughly what they are now. Could be give or take. Doesn't change the outcome. Wyatt is roughly a 518. I am roughly a 561. Who knows? I don't really remember. But how about that lag? Almost froze it to the head rail. Not too shabby. Some chance, if you guys don't know, USAPL is lag or flip for first break, and then it's alternate break after that. Rack your own. Templates are allowed, thankfully. So let's get into rack one right out of the gate. I'm not sure why the video looks a little bit hazy. Not sure what I did that day. You guys know I'm trying to bring you the best quality product. And right out of the gate, one of each made. Looks pretty good. The 8 ball is really tied up. And I've got the 13 or the 2 that I could break that open. So, real question is, what do I have for a starting shot that isn't that combo? Because I don't think I can see around the 12 for the 13. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like I'm going after the 3. Got a little bit of work to do to open up that 7. There's a little bit of gap off that 14, so let's just see what happens here. Just don't hit the 4. Good shot. Don't scratch too. That'd be number 2. I think I'm going off this head rail. Try to get up behind the 7. Definitely don't like that now. Thing is, yes, it does go on the right side. The problem is that's gonna end up running into the 1. It'd be okay if the cue ball like split the 114, because then you're kind of nudging that one towards the pocket, but you don't want to hit it too hard and then get it towards the 8 ball, and that's putting you in a bad spot. So instead I went for the 6 ball. I got way too close to this. Just enough room, but I don't like the 1-2 combo. Looks like I'm aiming top right for the 1 ball, but yeah, I had to put a little bit low on it to avoid that scratch. The only good news is I put myself on the right side of the tangent line, so now I can draw. I'm not a fan of doing this, but sometimes it works out. Oh, that shot was beautiful. I'm not even gonna be mad at that, but I don't like leaving the breakout to the very end. I understand I had that too, but I didn't set that up. And look at that, I rolled 2 diamonds up is when I hit the head rail, or the side rail, and it still dropped. How's that for a break and run right out of the gate? Whew. So I will say, we actually played 10 ball before this. I have that match if I ever want to play it later. And Wyatt was feeling it a little bit more than this was towards later in the night, so he had some time to drink some water, kind of sober up a little bit before he had to drive home. Don't get me wrong, he was never trash by any means, but he was definitely feeling pretty okay. So don't hold it against him if he's playing a little bit wild. Wyatt's a very good shot. Just a little bit of birthday celebrations. His team had couple other people, I think, out of town or something, so he had to come. So he needs to get above that, or I guess from this angle, below the 8 ball. So that way it would have a natural roll off of that 2 and be able to crash into the 3. Problem is, ooh, look at that plume of vape in the corner. Not a fan of that. The problem is now he's got to figure out something else. He's on the wrong side. He can't see the 6. Like, it'd be really nice if he could see the 6 and then try to set himself up for the 2 shot to break open the 3. But instead, now he's got to hit this. Gosh, I don't know if he can. You almost just want to get back middle table and go for the bank on the 3, but I don't know if he also looked like he kind of jumped up out of that one. Definitely wanted to either leave himself the bank or go wild and spin around, go multi rails to try to crash into it. That was going to definitely be a little bit tougher. Not sure what he called there. All right. Good news is I am pretty wide open. Kind of shocked I don't take that 13, even if it's hiked up, and just give it a little punch. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to save it for my key ball. We'll see what happens. This was back in middle of May, so almost 5 months ago at this point. I do enjoy going back, kind of watching these videos, even though it's not a ton of time. I've been doing the channel long enough for that to be a thing. Look at that. Look at that. Immediately. That's why you always step aside and look at the angle. Always. Always, always. I did not, therefore I missed. Oh, I didn't even realize how much Wyatt kind of cues under, like his elbow's out. That is a stance issue more than anything. Need to twist your hips just a little bit to kind of move your body. Oh no, went for the bank. Accidentally Z-banked. Gave it to me, brother. I tried giving it to you. Just gave it right back. That looks pretty dry. Yeah, that was a dry break. Stripes definitely look a lot better. The question is, can you shoot the 15 in the low left, or do you got to get behind it? So I've actually played against Wyatt for quite a few years in BCA League that we play at another bar. He just joined this USAPL team for the summer session because they needed somebody in a higher handicap. So he came over. I don't know if he's still playing. I don't think he is. Okay. Very good shot. Good location. Again, I'm still curious on what you're going to, if you can get that 15, does it go low right, or do you have to make the 9 easy and then roll to the left, shoot the 15 low right? Either way, I like taking the 14 now. Looks a little bit of a cut, not quite straight. Be nice if it was real straight so you could just draw back. But yeah, that's the shot right there. Go ahead and roll underneath, so now you can just do kind of a stop or maybe a stun shot off the 12. Definitely shooting that 12 to the low left corner, because that's going to be able to hold it a little bit better for the 13. You don't want to shoot in the side, because then you're gonna kill your angle. Oh, that was good. Yeah, if you shot that in the side, that was going to kill the angle for the 13. So now you're coming down table, having to figure out something with the 9-15 before coming back for the 13. So anyway, all right, let's see if I can recover here. What is the 4-ball clear? Got an angle here. Looks like I'm trying to punt. Yeah, I went straight in to open up the 1. So now it's not quite open because I still got to figure out that 8 ball. 8 ball's still a little tied up. I like shooting the 1 just because you've already got natural shape for it. Just a nice, easy stop shot with that super long bridge. That leaves me, I like taking the 3 into the right middle, go ahead and stun off the rail and try to break that 8 open now. And while we're talking about it, as you saw in the graphic, guys, do me a favor. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It really does help me quite a bit. Gets more people watching. Just please, I'd appreciate it. Let's get back some pool. Yeah, I like taking the 3, just kind of as a stun, take it all the way down. I don't want to rip draw. Just try to come back down. Yeah, I tried to punch it too hard. Then I put a little bit of low on it and that pulled it into the 4. I'd rather just stun and just come all the way down to the head rail, come back and then nudge the 8 or possibly even the 15. Just get one of those moving and open some stuff up. But instead, tie it up to 4, tie it up to 15. I'm not sure what I was doing there. I'm not, because it definitely wasn't a cut. I missed about 2.5 diamonds if that's the case. It's either that or maybe I was trying to take it off the 8 and just missed it terribly. Not really sure. Only good news is I didn't leave him great. And he left me a look at the 6. I need to go high left. Oh, that could have been good. I liked going into the left long rail, coming back and then open them up, because then you're moving the balls away from the cue ball, and then the 4 is obviously you're open for it. Oh, look at old Big Red making an appearance, and you haven't used that in quite a while. I should probably just sell that thing. I already have a new jump cue. Good jump, got over. Okay. All right, Wyatt. Let's go, man. Let's get out of this rack. Doing. Cut the 13. Cut the 13, a little bit of high left, medium speed, and that's going to be able to hold it for either the 9 or the 12 to the low right. Perfect. Perfect. Now take the 12. Looks like you've got even a bit of an angle. You could just stun over into the opening and then, well, step 1, make the ball. But I think he could have actually just stunned over. That would have slid to the left and then put you in that window for the 15. Then your 9 to the side as your key ball. So instead, I'm apparently going around the world here. Going 3, if not 4 rails for shape back underneath the 8. Yeah, that's not the angle to get there. We're going 5 rails, 4 and 5. Yeah, the 9's in the way of the bank. Otherwise, you have to bank it literally perfect. There's a real thin cut in the side. I don't like that side pocket just because it's that inside point sticks out. You're shooting real narrow. And that is a paper thin cut to go all the way to the corner. And I am terrible at the long bank to the top right. This is a atrocious location. I don't like this at all. Where I pointed up. Which way am I going? Oh, cut it. Center pocket top left. What? Oh, that was beautiful. Holy cow. Wyatt gave it a massive push there. You ain't got to hit that hard, man. Power down, keep it controlled. All right, looks like two stripes are down. So here, while I run a couple balls here, here's my theory. And by no means am I saying I'm some absolutely phenomenal pool player, because I'm not. But I'm good enough that I can run a decent table once in a while. And if you make two balls and scratch, if both are completely wide open, there's no super trouble on either side, solid or stripes, you make two stripes, I'm going to shoot solids, because now I feel I can run 7 balls with only 5 blockers, as opposed to try to shoot 5 balls with 7 blockers. I hope that makes sense, but that's just the way I see it. Yes, technically speaking, in a point game, I am giving you the 2 points, but I'd rather give you 2 and take my 14. Still take that point too. But yeah, I mean, because otherwise you might have a little bit harder work to try to get the 5. And because, like I said, you're working around 7 blocker balls, when in reality, you're really just doing it so that way you hold your opponent down to 2 points, keep them from getting those 2 points. And especially right now, I'm already up, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. But anyway, that's just my thought. Oh, overcut it, still dropped on the old dynamo tables. How much cut is this? Like, because if it's straight, yeah. Got a little unlucky by rubbing the low side of the 5. Gosh, I think now you have to take that combo, which you're not going to want to feather it, because it is a zigzag combo. You are back cutting the 12 to forward cut the 13. He hit that great. Ooh, get off of it. All right, the question is, how straight are you? Because if you could draw to that left long rail and kind of get it to the left or above the 8 ball, I think you're good and you're out. The question is, if it's straight, then you gotta be real cautious. Oh, never mind. No, come on. I thought I saw him call the corner. He must have been cutting it to the left, which means he would have had to really send that cue ball all the way around. Already hate this pattern. Like, I'm very comfortable with my draw shot. I should have just gave myself a hair of an angle, put it in that top right, and then just pull back for the 6 in the same pocket. Because now, I mean, I'm really making myself work a little harder. This is okay as a rolling ball, because the 5 ball's away from the pocket, that by the time the cue ball hits it, you see the cue ball rolled forward enough, avoid any kind of scratch. We're laughing. Wyatt must have tried to take me out of stroke. So I'll take it. There we go. Rack 4, excuse me, 56-18. You had that one. That was all him. Ooh. All right. Just a slight pickup just to get the template off the table. Okay. Stripes are definitely the option here. If I could see the 14, I'd be okay with shooting it, but being over ball, I like cutting that 10. That's also going to put that cue ball. I hit that way too light. That put that cue ball near the running into that 3, if not the 13, kind of opens some stuff. I just hit it too light, over ball. I should have just stroked it. What am I going for here? Oh, safety. Safety play. Already on the hill. Already on the hill, and I'm playing safe. Yes, I am. At all times. Called the left middle, but I don't know what ball. 6 ball? 1 ball? He did not call one ball in the corner. So he gets the point just because that's his designation. So we're going to go right back to it. Oh, hit that. Ooh, I did not hit that good. I did not hit that good. Open. I mean, not saying that I left him any kind of great combo, but I tied up that 12-15. Didn't do myself any favors. Just trying to cut that 15 or that 7, excuse me, and somehow overdid it. Oh wow. I'm not gonna lie, I did not see that. And if you guys are still watching, do me a favor, please, as you see in the graphic, hit that like button. Am I seriously gonna have to try that combo? Because I don't know if I can see enough of that 12. Yeah, I might have been too timid about hitting that 15 because I definitely hit way too far right. All right, if he can see the 4 and be able to pull back just enough to get the 7. Okay, well, I mean, there's definitely enough room for the 7. We'll come back for it. Question is, what are you going to shoot and how are you going to hold? Okay, he's going to go for the 6. Should be able to do that same thing. Stun. That one he let up on. If he would have hit that the same way as the shot before and slid over, then he had the 5. Now he's got to take the 3, get over. Oh, you don't want to hit that. Oh, you don't want to hit that. Now you got to hit this with some top right. So that way when it comes off that 12, hits the rail, spins over, and he hit that way too light. You need to spin over to try to get in that gap to be able to see the 7. Now he's hooked, so he's kicking long. And even then, I would not be trying to make that ball. I would be, oh, look at this leave though. Look at that leave. That was beautiful. I would have been kicking safe on that just because the way my balls were located. I just would have been kick, just gently touch the 7. Hopefully the 7 hits the rail, comes back, kind of blocks the cue. But look how lucky that is. Oh my God, that was beautiful. So I'm gonna do a quick little mirror method, kind of get an idea, visually see. So it looks like it's just a hair to the underneath, or I guess from this angle above that 3rd dot. Try to kick at that 11 just to get a hit, nice and easy. Oh, just barely missed it. Just barely missed. All right, guys, let's get Wyatt a rack here. Come on, man. No stop shot. Perfect. Let's go. He got one. All right. He's still not to the hill. Therefore, I still only need 2. Look at that break. Like, he broke and in one fluid motion was immediately turning to walk away. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Come on, man. All right. Set up pretty decent to start for solids. Low left, maybe straight low. Looks, yeah, it might just be straight low. Hit that way too hard. Only tied things up. If there's one thing on my game, I am not good when I'm already in recovery mode. I just start kind of swinging for fences. All right. High, just a little bit of right. Let's move that 4 ball gently. I must have, I wonder if I had too much right, because it looked like the way I hit the rail kicked into the 14, only making my life harder. This is a tricky shot. You got to hit that high left with a ton of power. Good news is I made enough balls to get what I need to win the match, but this is not APA. You have to finish it out, despite what my buddy Eddie likes. Hence the reason he quit my USAPL team. He which I get. I truly understand the mindset that, you know, you're so used to APA in 9-ball, you get your points you need, the match is done. You gave me a number of points. Nope, you're hill. You still got to finish the rack because you can still get your points and lose. I think I'm looking at that 6 there. As long as I get around the 12 and play a little bit of a kiss shot off that 10. Now hit the 12. Oh, man. This is not getting prettier. This is not getting any prettier. I'm going low right. Yeah, see, I would have been trying to go right. About that, you know, maybe even a little bit lighter. Because even if you hit into that 12 or 6, now you're holding cue ball to get that 13 or 14 to the top left. Okay, I like this shot. I love that shot when you make it. Very well done. But that's only giving you 1 point. And don't get me wrong, we're already at the point where he knows the match is over, so he's just trying to mitigate damage. So if you haven't played USAPL, I've mentioned the scoring. You get 1 point for every ball you make. Whoever wins the record makes the 8. You get a total of 14. So you get the 7 balls you made plus another 7 for the 8 ball. I think that's ridiculous. That's too many. But when you win, you basically look at that draw. Goodness, only made it worse. So whatever points your opponent is missing, so he needs 51, he has 34, that's 17 balls. You double that plus the 100 points for winning, that's how many points I get. So if he doesn't make another ball, I would actually end with 134 points for my team. I'm pointing out, God, I suck at that bank. I was probably talking to Michelle because Michelle is great at those. I am not. So I probably am. Knowing me, I looked at her and said, I just missed the Michelle bank and pointed on the table. I was this far off. But yeah, so every ball he makes at this point is 2 points that I'm not getting as a team. And he is getting 1 more point for his. So it just helps. Look at that rattle to go in though. Yeah, if the 13 goes, I'm just going to hit this nice and easy. Nothing powerful. Perfect. I'm going after I'm not shooting that 14. I'm turn around, come the other side. I'm going to lightly put that 11 into the middle, hold the cue ball for the 12, then the 14, and then you're out. But instead, he just made this harder. Because that 8 is tricky. Oh, you don't want to be on the rail? Do not want to be there. Oh, I hit that too thick. Is that a bug flyby? I'd actually be okay with playing safe here. Hit that 14 dead straight so it gets to where I'll get the cue ball just to delicately roll behind the 8. Use that 8 ball to become a big fat blocker. Then try to get ball in hand, and then you have side 12 to the top right, 14 top left, you're out. Because he can still win this rack, even though I've won the match. Like I said, it mitigates a ton of points. Look at that. Missed his ball, but went ahead and gave me a freebie. So now I gotta get this. Can I break that out? Straight low? I don't know if that's low or maybe a little bit low left. Like I said, I've been playing against Wyatt for years. Good dude. We I don't know what we're gabbing about, but we're gabbing about something. Oh, motorboated it. I can't tell if that goes, but I tried. Just got underneath it. Now he just needs to shoot this all the way up. Oh, hit it too thick. He was out. And he put the 14 out middle of the table, making it that much harder. Now I gotta paper cut this. I hate putting inside on this because that adds the element of scratching. You see how much I spun that thing. Well, pressure's on you, my guy. Gotta make this. Calling the bank. He makes this, he wins. He misses, he's out. Oh, bad double kick. No, wait. What was that? What kind of weird bounce carom was that? Double kiss of the 14. That was a bizarre one. So I'm putting some angle on this. Straight right English. A little light. Kind of would have liked a little less spin, a little more high to roll deeper down the table, but yeah, that bug that I caught a few minutes ago is still flying around. So I'm even making a comment, but you notice, look what I'm doing. I looked at the angle, I talked, hold on, refocus, go look at the angle again before you shoot the ball, and therefore, and the 14 held it from scratching. We're going to call that a game win, 73-38. My guy, I apologize. Sorry for doing that to you if I remember correct, I beat him 5-0 on 10 ball 2, but he got a game. He got one. Happy birthday, Wyatt. I know it's been forever ago, but hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like I said, do me a favor, please like, comment, subscribe. And when you're in the comments, do me a favor, let me know what you want to see next. I'm playing every league. BCA is the only one that's really tricky for me to be able to record because of the way tables are lined out at the pool hall I play in. But USAPL, APA, and Ultimate, got a ton of stuff that I can be recording, and I'm working on a few things, don't you worry. Even working with some other people to try to figure out some new cool concepts. Things are changing, trying to improve. Hope you guys appreciate it. Hope you guys like it. Again, I'm going to be back very soon. I'm yabbering. I'll see you guys soon.